How's it going, everybody? So I've done a lot of modifications to the TDI Rabbit truck, and main thing is I made a more dynamic turbo controller, and I'll go over how that works here. So I added, I changed all the vacuum lines to airbag suspension air hose with quick connects, so it's a lot easier to identify and work on. And so it's really important when you do this to have a separate source for your boost gauge and for the boost line that runs your turbo actuator. So this is my Dawes device. You can buy one or make one. It's got a check valve in there and a spring in there, and that bolt puts tension on the spring. And the spring I actually used was 2 mechanical pencil springs. Is perfect for just starting to open at 5 and fully opening at 20 psi. So I also relayed my cooling fan. But so going inside, to dial that in, you just need a simple needle valve to meter the amount of vacuum going to the Dawes device. And then this valve here works off of throttle, and that simply connects the system to the turbo actuator or disconnects it. And there's an incredible amount of adjustment, and but yeah, the system seems to be pretty well forgiving. So important part is to have a lighter spring in your Dawes device. Also, if you have a Mark 1, make a brace that goes from the master cylinder to the frame rail. It made the clutch and everything feel way better. So let's go for a ride, and let me show you how this turbo actuator works. So in tinkering and having all this adjustment, even though it's a mechanical TDI, it's good to still have as many gauges as you can. So in here I have no speedometer, as you can see. Just use the GPS. Didn't work very well anyway, so let me fire it up. Listen to this baby start. Can't even hear the starter. So this right here is manifold pressure, and this right here is the signal going to the turbo actuator. And so these gauges do kind of suck. You can see that one isn't quite zero. This one gets stuck sometimes. But see if I can keep it in focus here and shift and show you guys how this works, because oh man, this thing is fucking nice to drive. Wow. So I'm going to give it some throttle. Larger orifice to bleed down the vacuum signal a little faster, but let's see, 37 miles an hour. And so you can adjust how fast it comes on, how much it comes on, how much it's compensated for. Yeah. This thing is fucking incredible. I need to get a longer 5th gear.